He was in 10th coming into the day. He lives just one pool up in Guntersville, Alabama. Harry Payton, 32-12 through his 2 days of fishing. 5 in the bag to take over the lead. You don't need much. You only need 4 pounds and 4 ounces. Good day. 17 pounds and 3 ounces, and Harry Payton surges into the lead. $49.15 through his 3 days of fishing, and he is in the lead now from Guntersville, Alabama. Well, that's a good 3 days of fishing. I'm sure you are very pleased with how the week went.
Yeah, I had a solid 3 days, and every day changed. I had to switch up different areas because of the wind and the mud. And actually today, my area, the water dropped a foot and a half, and them fish pushed out. So I had to go do something else similar, but ended up finding some good ones today.
I mean, and you guys really were dealt some curveballs all week because it was a little bit hotter, more humid during practice, and then we had some rain, and then yesterday no rain, and then today it was raining some times of the day and not raining other times. So a lot of adjusting, it sounds like you had to do through the week.
Yeah, and I made the right decisions. And I didn't fish as clean as I wanted to, but that's fishing.
Where'd you get it done? What were the key areas and lures to get you here?
Quarter ounce Cinco Texas rig and half ounce spinnerbait on the hoppies. Shallow around wood.
Right out there with everybody?
No, all the way from everybody.
Well, thank you. So you want to say higher thanks to?
Yeah, I want to say thanks to my wife. She puts up with a lot of my fishing and traveling. My dad and father-in-law, my stepmom, mother-in-law, Phoenix, Mercury Marine, Freedom Marine, and Barbara Boatwork.
Well, you're not going far. You ever sat in the hot seat before?
Nope.
You're about to. Let's hear it. He's your new leader with 49.15 through his 3 days of fishing from Guntersville, Alabama, Harry Payton. You know, we do all these audio checks, and then when they don't work, we just switch over mics. Hopefully on bassmaster.com, you guys can hear us better now. Everybody can hear us here fine. Let's keep on rolling. Alan Johnson out of Trinity, Alabama, coming into today in 9th place with 33 pounds and an ounce. Step on up, Alan, to unseat Harry. You got 5 in the bag. You need 16.15. 5 in the bag, looking for 16.15. 13 pounds, 11 ounces, going to jump you up to 2nd place with a 3-day total of 46.12. He's all the way to 2nd place from Trinity, Alabama with 46.12 through his 3 days of fishing. And again, I think Wheeler's kind of your local home pond, and it produced for you this week.
It did. I did something a little different today just because I knew it was going to take a giant bag. So I did something a little different than what I've been doing, just shot for the stars and tried to catch a bag over 20. I figured it was going to take way over that for me to get there. So that's what I did, and it didn't happen. So
how'd you get it done the first 2 days?
Well, the first 2 days I got away from everybody. I used to muscle dive here, so I know where every shell bed is. So I fished shell beds down the lake.
see where you end up. All right, Justin Kimmel, come on up. 33-2 through his 2 days of fishing, bringing 5 more up to the stage to unseat Harry. We need 16-14. 5 in the bag. Looking for 16-14. 14 pounds and 7 ounces. 14-7. Going to jump him up to second place. So a 2-day total of 47.9. The Athens, Georgia Pro Angler coming out of here with a great finish with a 3-day total. Again, of 47.9, 14.7 today. Let's hear it for him one time. Nice job. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit. You had 16.7, but we had over the limit, which is you called me. That's a 2-pound penalty. That's the bad news. The good news is it wouldn't have put you in the lead anyway. So I don't know if that's good news or not, but maybe that's a little bit easier to swallow. But again, great job this week. I did want to make sure everybody understood that. But how'd you get it done?
Yeah, today, or really this whole week, was one. I got away from everybody. I was catching spawners, main lake spawners. You know, the water comes up here, you know, in early May, and I think that's when the main lake fish like to spawn, and so that's what I was looking for. I found some stumps and eelgrass patches where they were just kind of stacking up on the main lake, away from everybody. I mean, I could see boats down there, but I kind of tucked in out of some current breaks and flipped a jig, pitched and flipped a jig all over. And on day 2, uncovered probably the biggest smallmouth in the lake for a 200-yard stretch with my clutch darter swim bait, and switched to a jig to try to get a better hookup on them. And sadly, the big one didn't get here. But that was my week. You know, it capped off with a two-pound penalty. But man, it was something every day. I lost a 5-pound plus fish every day, and you know, I'm a meant to be guy. It wasn't my time. It's somebody else's, and I'll be just as excited for them when I watch them raise that trophy and motivated for when it is my time. But I gotta say thank you to Catherine. I'm missing my kids big time today. They would normally be here, but Lainey finished 4th in her drive, chip, and putt competition today. And then I just watched Renly's piano recital in the weigh-in line. So thanks to my wife for FaceTiming me during that. And got to give a big shout out to Clutch Swim Baits. We're doing some really awesome, fun stuff with it. We got some more things coming, and you know, the darter's just hot right now. And oh yeah, all of my stuff on Wheeler, my pattern, everything, I'm gonna upload to fishtips.com later. Go check that out and see what that's all about.
Good. One more round of applause for Justin Kimmel. He's in second place. It's gonna be a great finish
for you. He's an EQ angler. He's coming to you from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, with 33 pounds and 4 ounces through his 2 days of Rasmussen. And watching on Bass Track, you had a very good day out there on the water to unseat Harry. You need 16-12, 5 in the bag, worth 21 pounds, 11 ounces. And the Sturgeon Bay angler surges to the lead with 54-15 through his 3 days of fishing. Straight ahead. He's your new leader. Let's hear for Adam Rasmussen. Good, Andy. You don't have a 614 in there, do you? Oh, sir. All right. Well, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. We've had some good days throughout the year, but haven't kind of come back with another good day. And you put 3 good days together this week.
Yeah, I finally got over that day 2 curse I've been having, and I actually had it at home, too. Before I came down here, I missed some practice, and I fished a bass tournament up in Sturgeon Bay, and, you know, we fell on day 2, too, so I'm like, I was sitting in the top 10 on day 1, and then I'm like, come on, don't do this again on day 2, and sure as heck don't do it on day 3, and I landed on them this morning. I was fishing a shad spawn, and I lost a 4-pounder that might cost me a little bit, but I'm happy. I wanted to go out and get over 20 pounds today, and I did that. So extremely proud of myself for that.
Yeah, you got after it quick. When did you have that limit by today?
I think it was 8:09.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I should have just came back and tied up and went to breakfast or something.
Well, so shad spawn, any other keys to getting you here this week?
Every day was a little different. First day, I caught a couple of nice ones off shad spawn, and then I had one ledge that was really good to me when they were drawing water, and that's where the rest of my fish came. Yesterday, I struggled all morning long. I came back up. I caught everything I had in a half an hour, and this morning, an hour and a half.
Very valuable EQ points coming out of this, too.
Absolutely.
Anybody you want to say hi or thanks to?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to my family, my wife, kids. Thanks to my dad for coming down. He actually drove me down here so I could sleep all night on the way here, so I got an extra day of practice in. But thanks to all of them, and thanks to all my great sponsors. I got some awesome stuff to fish with, and I'm glad they're all behind me.
Sounds good. Adam, one more round of applause. He is your new leader, 54-15, Harry Potter. Let's give him a round of applause. And let's see how long you wait. He did have a second-place finish just last week. He is the reigning Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year. Let's welcome him up from Rathdrum, Idaho, Brandon Polinick. 2-day total, 33.9. 5 in the bag, and it looks like a lot. 21.7 puts you in the lead. 5 fish, looking for 21.7. 20 pounds, 15 ounces up to second place, and Brandon Polinick makes a surge. You survived it, Adam. What a 2 weeks it has been for Brandon Polinick. Let's hear it for him. Your reigning Progressive Bassmaster Elite Series Angler of the Year. 3-day total, 54.8. Well, it's been a nice 2 weeks. I hate that you're second on both of them, but still, great 2 weeks for you here, Brandon.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming there, bud. Didn't see that one. I only got a day and a half of practice out here, so I can't complain with it. I was still figuring it out on day one, and then I got clued in enough that I was able to just continue to dial in a little bit better. This Wheeler's a special place to me. I made my very first Bassmaster Classic here. My rookie season, this was our last event, so it holds a special place in my heart. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more special, but, 2 fantastic weeks. I had a blast. I caught, I think, almost every single fish I weighed on Mega Bass Vision 110. I caught a couple on a Canada today, but, I caught so many fish. My hands hurt from the rain. They got soft, and then I just kept catching them. Yeah,
it sounds like an awesome week. We've seen Wheeler kind of do this a little bit, but it sure seems like it's on an upcycle right now.
The amount of 1.75 to 2.25 pound fish right now is unbelievable. If it can keep the grass in it, I think in 5, 6, 7 years, this place could be one of the best fisheries on the TVA.
We got one more open on this Division I in Harris Chain in October. You get a week off. I think you said you haven't been home since January, so you get a week off. I don't know what you're going to spend doing it, but as far as Bassmaster tournaments, there's nothing next week, and then we set our sights on the Sabine River.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to the Sabine. If you were going to pick a time of year to go to the Sabine, I would rather go in June than April. It's blistering hot, but at least everyone's not in the same dead-end canals. It spreads out a little bit more. So I'll finally get to go home after 6 months on the road. So it'll be good to get home and kind of recoup before we hit the northern swing.
Sounds good. Let's hear it one more time for your reigning and defending Angler of the Year. He made a surge. Your heart had to skip a beat there a little bit.
Yeah, always when that guy's coming across the stage. But there's a lot of good ones coming up yet, so let's hurry up and rifle them through. I don't want to wait any longer.
You don't want to chat anymore?
No, I'm good.
I didn't think so. All right, well, this is another big hitter. He was leading after day one. He already has a second-place finish at Division II Stop 1, which was at Toledo Bend. He is a former junior champion. He's only 18 years old. Come on up from Carbondale, Illinois, Trey McKinney. 34.7 through his 2 days of fishing. 5 in the bag to unseat Adam. You need 20 pounds and 9 ounces. 5 fish worth 15 pounds and 10 ounces up to third place for Trey McKinney. It's going to be another top 10 finish for him. He's inside the top 10 in the EQ points. And there he is, 50 pounds and an ounce through his 3 days of fishing. Well, if you're looking at averages, we've got 4 events done on the Opens so far, and you've got 2 top 10s already. So that's a 50% batting average, which is not too shabby.
I'll tell you what, like I said, very blessed. It's one of them things where it's nervous, every day, every time on the water, every hour, you can't lose one. And it's one of them things where any little bit of mistake, anything else like that. So it's going to be a hard journey to the elites. Hopefully we can just kind of keep it level from here on out, see what happens, So like I said, I want to thank my mom and dad for coming. I tell you, they had a 6-hour drive and they made it quick. So I tell you, it's an awesome event, like you said. Wheeler, I tell you what, it's pretty fun. Like I said, I probably caught 20-plus fish a day, and most of them probably keepers. I had the first day, I had a 6-pounder. So I want to thank all my sponsors, and I want to thank all the support back home, and Darren Snyder for, I hope you get better, man. So absolutely.
All right, well, very good. One more. Hey, he's even good on the stage. I didn't even have to ask a question. Let's hear for him. He's got 2 top 10s already. And answered everything without asking a question. Boy, I tell you what, I'm glad we got you guys in right now because Wheeler looks a little mean out there at the moment. All right, let's bring him up. He's the former Progressive Angler of the Year. He's a current Bassmaster Elite Series angler from Leander, Texas, Clark Wendlandt. 35-1 through your 2 days of fishing. Clark, to unseat Adam, you need 19-15 with these 5 fish. 16 pounds and an ounce up to 3rd place. So going to be a great finish for Clark Wendlandt with a 3-day total of 51-2. Let's hear it for Clark Wendlandt one time. Nice job. So, Clark, great week this week. It'll be some good momentum going into the next elite stop.
Yeah, we got a week for the Sabine. I'll tell you what, you playing this weather pretty good today. I mean, we did have to fish in the rain, but it looks like it's absolutely gassing out there right now. So I had a great week also. I didn't burn much gas. The Wheeler Flats or Decatur Flats, when I came here in 95 was the first bass that they fished here. That was the place to fish, and it's still the place to fish, at least in my mind. So, I know I'm going to be around fish that can win the tournament if I'm out there. So that's kind of what I did all week. Caught them on a variety of baits. I caught them on Strike King spinnerbait, Strike King 4.0, and I caught them on a drop shot.
Okay, catching a lot of fish, you say?
Yeah, I probably caught 25, about like Trey. We were both fishing the flat, so it just, if you dialed in on what to do and it changed daily, it felt like there was also a shad spawn going on out there, you could get a lot of bites, and you just had to figure out how to get a big one.
Sounds good. Again, let's hear it one more time for Clark Ream. It's going to be a great finish. He's all the way up to 3rd place with 51-2. Good luck in Orange, Texas. And we are down to just 4 left. He got to work quick this morning. I saw him shoot way up the leaderboard on Bass Track. He had a top 10 last year at the Sam Rayburn Open. Let's welcome him up. He's an EQ angler from Norman, Oklahoma. Austin Cranford. Right here, Austin. 35-6 through your 2 days of fishing. To unseat Adam, you need 19-10, 5 in the bag, worth 18 pounds and an ounce. Going to jump him up to 3rd place with 53-7 for his 3 days of fishing. It's going to be a great finish. And there's a nice Wheeler bass.
I think it's a big one.
Hold on. You want the bag?
Okay. Yeah.
You want that weight?
Yeah.
All right, we still got Bobby Lanham on day 1, caught a 614. That's the current Phoenix Boat Big Bass. That's what you need to tie it. Anything larger, it's all yours. Just shy, 6 pounds and 10 ounces, 6'10". Well, that's a good one. And speaking of good one, what a great week it was for you this week, Austin.
Man, I did not see this coming. My practice was not great. I was on about 12, 13 pounds a day, and they just kind of showed up. And I didn't catch them early at all on day 1. I caught them on a jerkbait and a drop shot on the main river channel. And yesterday, the wind came in like this, and I couldn't fish out there. So I just went to the bank, and I just landed on them. And there was a shad spawn on a grass clump about this big. And I just threw a chatterbait over it, 5 casts in a row, caught 17 pounds. Didn't catch anything else the rest of the day. So today, I pull up there, caught that big one on my second cast.
Same grass patch?
Same grass patch, yep. Caught 5 or 6 of them right there. And then I went and fished the middle section of the bars and cold ounces all day and just couldn't catch another big one. I knew I was 1 bite away, but, man, what do you do? It's a good week.
Still a good week. You got a whole crew here. I know they drove through the night to get here, so I know you got some thank yous and recognitions you want.
Absolutely. My grandparents, I need to thank them. They've been here all week, and my mom and my girlfriend Cheyenne, they drove through the night. It was 9.5 hours from back in Oklahoma, and I don't think they've been to sleep. So I appreciate them. My support is great. I'd also like to thank U.S. Fleet Tracking. That's been my title sponsor for 4 years or so now. I couldn't do it without them. And I am ready to go to Eufaula, Oklahoma. Thank God we got a little bit of home field advantage. So
got some good momentum rolling into it. One more round of applause for Austin Cranford. He's in third place. 2 anglers left.
Yep.
How you feeling?
Nervous.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun riding in right now, would it?
No, I've been in this spot a few times in some other derbies, and yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, but it'll be what it'll be.
Well, let's keep rolling. He's coming into today in second place. He's from McCalla, Alabama. Former college angler. Come on up, J.T. Russell. 35.9 through his 2 days of fishing. 5 in the bag. You need 19.7 to unseat Adam. 15 pounds and 9 ounces. Going to jump JT up to 5th place. That means he's going to finish no worse than 6th. A great top 10. He's an EQ angler. He's going to get some great points. He's going out of here on Wheeler with 51.2 through his 3 days of fishing. Great week this week, JT.
Yeah, a little bit tougher day today. I had a big bite every day this week, and I just never found him today. I don't know what happened.
How'd you get it done, though, the other 2 days?
I fished shallow. I mean, I kicked up mud the whole week, and I feel like everybody else was out here fishing on these flats, so I can't fish in the crowd. So I went to the bank and did what I do, and it just happened to work out.
You going a long way away, this way, that way, or were you close by?
I could see the ramp the whole time.
Did you feel like, Wheeler is kind of a little bit of the wild card, being as the Opens had never been here in a long, long time. You're from Alabama, so you fished here. So you feel like you had a little bit of some experience advantage on your side?
This is my second time ever fish here.
Well, there you go.
When we left Toledo Bend, I did so bad, and I actually got a text from B.A.S. that said off limits for Wheeler was in 2 days, and I said, I'm going to drive straight to Wheeler. I've never been there, and put some time in to see if I can make a good finish out of it.
Well, a good finish you made it. Anybody you want to say hi or thanks to?
Yeah, I had a big crowd show up today, friends and family. Say hey to all of them, and everybody watching back at home.
Thank you, JT. You're going to end up, you're in 5th right now, no worse than 6th. And then there was 1. Okay. All right, we're going to bring him up first, let him talk and get his thank yous in, and then we're going to be ready to crown a champion. He went out as the day 1 leader. He is our day 2 leader. Come on up from Athens, Alabama, Sam George. Woo, Sam, it's been a good week.
Yeah, man. This place is incredible. It's gotten in such an upswing. I mean, I was so excited to have an event here. All I really wanted this week, at the end of the day, we still have a lot of fishing left in the season. I wanted to win, obviously, but all I really wanted was just to, have a good finish, get a top 10, and just have a shot to win. And, I really feel like I know how this is going to turn out. But, today I just really, really struggled, and I knew that I needed some sunshine, and I got it for about 10 minutes, and I did some damage really fast, and then the clouds came back, and it was over. So, it is what it is, but, I stuck with how I felt like I could catch 18 or 19 pounds today. I don't regret anything. I left everything on the table. Where I caught them this afternoon, right before weigh-in, I actually almost didn't even pull in there, and I just kind of, in my head, I was like, man, you need to – put your foot on the gas as hard as you can right now. And I pulled in there and caught my 2 biggest ones. So, I just made really good decisions this week. Today, all it was just simply I was just kind of running out of shallow fish for these conditions. And I was out trying to crank a 10XD and freaking 3-foot waves and sideways rain. And it is not ideal conditions for that. But I just knew that if I could get those schools to fire, that magic things could happen. But this week, I basically keyed in on 2 different things. I was fishing some shallow bars and some deep bars. On the shallow bars, I was throwing a Strike King 4.0. On the deeper ones, I was throwing a 6XD, a 10XD, and a flutter spoon that Chris Aldane's designing. I managed to scheme my way to get 2 of those, and every now and then I'd hang it up, and I felt like I had a gold bar on the end of it trying to get it back. And I caught 2 or 3 big ones on that the first day, so big shout out to him for getting those to me. But, You know, I really, really want to thank everybody for coming. I got half my...
What a crowd, man.
I've got my whole family here, half of Athens. You know, it's pretty cool. This place means a lot to me. I mean, I started bass fishing here, and it was pretty neat. One of the biggest bass I've ever caught in this lake. I actually caught a 6-pounder out of the same exact grass patch yesterday, like my third cast. And, you know, it was really special just knowing, I mean, 10 years old, I can still remember catching that fish on a fluke in that same grass patch. And yesterday I had a bite that, you know, really made me feel like, you know, this might be one of those weeks that just good things happen. But it is what it is. You know, we're fixing to find out how this goes down. But either way, I'm really grateful and blessed for the support. A great week. I mean, everybody here, we got some guys from TH Marine here. They've had my back since, I don't even know, 2010. And All-Star Plumbers, they were one of the first people that ever gave me a sponsorship. They're a local company here. And, I mean, they were the first ones to ever really believe in me, and I got enough money to start bass fishing. And here we are. We're trying to make a classic now. So I reckon we're fixing to weigh some fish.
You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, head back over there. Adam, I need you up right here. We're going to move this. Let's get ready to crown a champion and extend a berth to the 2024 Bassmaster Classic. He went out today in the lead with 36 pounds and 15 ounces. He's from Athens, Alabama. Let's welcome him to the stage. Sam George, side by side. We got Sam and we've got Adam. Sam needs 18-1 to unseat Adam. If it's anything less, it's Adam Rasmussen. Looking for 18-1. 15 pounds and 6 ounces, and that means Adam Rasmussen's going to be your champion. You did it.
Yeah, I don't know if I could talk right now. Huge for points. I'm going to the Bassmaster Classic. I was just telling my buddy Brad Leitner the other day, I've never been to a classic. I've never worked one. I said, I'm not going until I fish one. Well, now I'm going to Grand Lake. It's awesome.
You're headed to Grand Lake. Let's make it official. Christian Simpkins with St. Croix Rods is going to hand off the hardware. Decatur, you have been awesome, and I need you to be awesome one more time from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. He is going to be your champion here at the St. Croix Bassmaster Open on Wheeler Lake Division I. Stop number 2, Adam Rasmussen. Hold that hardware high. That is your golden ticket to the Classic. That means you're getting as many points as you could possibly get here at Wheeler for the EQs. Anybody else we've missed? Yeah, take it in. Look at that thing. We make it heavy on purpose. I know it's special. Hard-earned victory. Congratulations.
Thank you. I got a nice spot at home. We call it the warehouse. I got a lot of trophies in there, and I'm happy to add this one to it. But yeah, thanks again to all my family, friends, sponsors. Unbelievable week. I got down here. I did not figure out a lot during practice, and I just went with my gut feeling and did what felt right, and I did that each day, and I caught them 3 different ways all 3 days.
It's awesome. Wheeler will forever be a special place for you now.
Absolutely. I love Alabama. I've caught, several giants, and they've all came out of Gunnersville just up the road, and I've only been there a few times, so the state's turning into something special.
You said you're not going to the Classic until you punched your ticket as a contender, and you have done that. One more time, Decatur, for your champion, Adam Rasmussen, out of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. His 3-day total of 54-15. And a nice job. Christian, let's go ahead and get the other trophies up here. Brandon, we got to get you back on stage. We got some hardware to hand off to you. Second place in as many as 2 weeks. Come on up, Brandon Polnick, 54 pounds, 8 ounces. Got Christian Simpkins again. Brandon taking home $25,047. One round of applause for Brandon Polnick. Nice job. And third place out of Oklahoma, Austin Cranford. Come on up, 53-7. And our next stop for the St. Croix Bassmaster Opens is going to be Division II, stop number 2. And we're headed to Austin's home state of Oklahoma. Lake Eufaula will be the playing field. We got a lot of momentum rolling into that one. Austin taking home $17,680. And nice job. All right, rounding out the top 10, Athens, Alabama. Again, great job to Sam George, 52.5. He's in fourth place. Clark Winlet, 51.2. JT Russell, same weight, but it looks like via the tiebreakers bumped you down to 6 with 51.2. Trey McKinney, another top 10 for you with 50 pounds and an ounce in seventh place. Harry Payton is eighth place with 49.15. Ninth place, Justin Kimmel with 47.9. And rounding out the top 10, Alan Johnson with 46.12. That's going to wrap us up here in Decatur, Alabama. Thanks for watching on Bassmaster.com. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you to the huge crowd that came out today. Thankfully, the sun came out for this final day weigh-in. Again, our next stop, Lake Eufaula, Oklahoma, in about 3 weeks. That's in mid-June. Rounding out this division, though, this one will finish up in October. It will be the final event of the season on the Harris Chain of Lakes in Leesburg, Florida. That's in mid-October. So that's where this division wraps up, but our next stop is Division 2, stop number 2 on Lake Eufaula. Again, thank you guys for the entire Bass staff, all our volunteers, the whole area of Morgan County, Alabama, Decatur, Alabama, Don Dukemir, and all the fine folks that make this possible. We appreciate you guys. Until next time, we will see you out on the water.